6, 2026, and we are here live here at the City Hall and the Honorable Mary Jo Hayward Council Chamber. We're located on the first floor here at City Hall. We are here now for our work session, and at this time, we're going to go ahead and call our meeting to order. At this time, we would like to go ahead and get started, and we're going to have an approval of our agenda for tonight.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All right, it has been motion and second. Any discussions? Hearing none, all those in favor, show of hands. All those opposed, same sign. And also, we have Councilman Palmer on the line as well. And your vote is, Mr. Palmer? Okay, all right. Okay, thank you. That motion has been carried there. Is there any speaker appearance for tonight? And if so, you can feel free to come up to the podium, state your name, your address, and you have 3 minutes to address us.
Yes, sir. Hello, everyone. Good evening, council members. I want to first say thank you for giving me the space to speak with you all tonight, and I'm grateful for a chance to share the needs and experiences of the families we serve here in Southwest Georgia. So I wanted to propose a change, which is creating healthy alternatives, neutralizing gangs in Southwest Georgia. Change was established in January 2024 in Pelham, Georgia, a community-based youth development and violence prevention initiative designed to provide structured healthy alternatives for youth who need support, systems, safe spaces, caring adults, mentoring, academic support, and recreation. Change is designed to reduce juvenile delinquency, gang involvement, school disengagement, and related risk factors by strengthening protective support around youth and families. Initial rollout. The initial rollout of Change in Pelham was developed in a collaboration with the city of Pelham and the Pelham Police Department. So I want to bring that here. I am a community health worker. I am a doula. I just opened up a center for mothers downtown 6 Scott Street. And my goal is to have parenting classes, is to meet people where they are. It's in the central. I see so much that can be done in these spaces. I have Miss Frederica Robertson online, and she is with the MBB Foundation. Remember, we passed that Nitazene proclamation here because of her son, who was the first confirmed death for Nitazene. It's an opioid addiction. So our goal is, again, to reduce juvenile, provide structured after school and summer enrichment opportunities, connect youth with mentors, strengthen family engagement, create safe recreation, education, leadership, and career readiness opportunities. I have people that will come and support us with workforce development, with leadership, with whatever we can do, especially with our kids that live over in areas that are sometimes forgotten. And it's a lot. I sent this, guys, to you, your emails. I sent it to Ms. Ford. You'll get it. I also want to uplift this. I had Ms. Robinson came down from Atlanta, and we had a Narcan box installed in the back of one of my buildings. I've had to refill it twice. So I want to be able to meet people where they are. My goal is not to judge, it's to bridge that gap and to bring more resources into the community. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Nelson, for that information. And council, just as she mentioned, we should have received the email today regarding this, and Commissioner Dr. Pete Jones reached out to myself today, and he gave us a sermon of what this change program is all about. So pretty much what they're asking for us as elected officials to be in support of this, and also we can volunteer our time as well to join them in helping to make a change throughout this Mitchell County area. So feel free to go ahead and look over the information and get some points on how this program has been designed. And speaking with him, he's been doing this for quite a few years now, so it's getting bigger and bigger each year. So let's just kind of support this and volunteer ourselves if we are able to do so. Okay. Thank you, Ms. Nelson, for your presentation.
Thank you.
All right, is there any other speaker appearance for tonight? Okay, hearing none.
Hello.
She just won.
Yes, go ahead.
Hello. So I'm also partnering with Change, and I am Frederica Roberson, who Cassandra spoke about. I would like to just give my support on a 3-minute speech on it as well, if that's okay.
Yes, that's fine. Go ahead.
All right. Good evening. Thank you for this opportunity for allowing me to speak. My name is Frederica Roberson, the founder and CEO of the Marquavius Bernard Broughton Foundation. And I stand before you not only as a nonprofit leader, but as a mother whose life changed forever, losing my son, 21-year-old Marquavius Bernard Broughton, to a drug poisoning. And that tragedy became a purpose to me. So today my mission is to help protect other families from experiencing that same pain. And although my foundation is based in Gwinnett County, Mitchell County is home to my roots and my family. And through our outreach, we partner with local organizations and have distributed naloxone throughout Camilla, Pelham, Bakerton, and some surrounding communities. And we work alongside leaders who share that same goal. And that's why this partnership with Change initiative is so meaningful to me. No single organization can solve the challenges facing our young people alone, and whether it's substance abuse, substance misuse, violence, gang involvement, mental health struggles, or just a simple lack of opportunity, it takes all of us to work together. And Change provides a framework that brings together local government, law enforcement, schools, and churches, and nonprofits, mentors, and businesses to make a stronger future for our youth. As someone who speaks across Georgia, I've learned through the prevention that prevention begins long before the crisis, and it begins with relationships, and it begins with mentorships. It begins with giving young people someone to believe in before the streets do, and the MVP Foundation is committed to being an active partner in this effort, and we will bring prevention, education, youth engagement, family outreach, overdose awareness, community resources, and some collaborative partnerships that complement the incredible work already happening there in Mitchell County. So me personally, I'm not asking that you invest in the program. We're asking you to invest in your young people and asking you to invest in stronger families. We're asking you to invest in partnerships that believe every child deserves the opportunity to succeed. Thank you.
All right, thank you too, Ms. Robinson, for that as well. Thank you. Okay. Any other speaker appearance?
Mr. Burley,
Yes, go ahead.
may we ask her some questions?
Yes.
Okay. Cassandra,
Yes, ma'am.
okay, so I see touch points and then sign-ins. Does touch point, I just wanted to know the difference because it seems like you're reaching a lot of children.
Yes, ma'am. Well, they're doing that in, may I say?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, ma'am. They're doing that in Pelham now.
Uh-huh.
My goal is to bring that touch, that reach here.
Uh-huh.
We go out in a lot of different places and we reach people, but my goal is to bring it right here in the heart of the city to reach the kids, so they won't have.
So do you have a building or something that you are using in Pelham now?
They do, they have that done, that, it's on Mizey, yes, that, they have that building. And,
Are you familiar with it?
mhm.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am, and when I met with, Mr. Jones, I asked him, how could I bring that here?
Okay, because I mean, it's very specific what
Yes,
you're
ma'am.
asking for, and,
He's doing really.
so I just wanted to, I just was kind of looking at, so what does a touch point mean?
everything that he's offering in Pelham. I know Pelham is only like 13 minutes away, but a lot of people don't have transportation here. The kids get to see me here, they know me here. So to bring it here, to provide it right here in the heart of Camilla, that's the touch point for me. Someone they know, someone they can connect with, and there's a no judgment zone. I have young kids as well.
Wow. So a touch point is actual communication with someone.
Yes,
All right, and then a sign in, it's like when they come to the facility.
yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, thank you. I appreciate it, and appreciate what you're doing. Thank you so much.
All right, there we go, a little bit of discussion there. Thank you once again, Ms. Thompson, for that. All right, we're gonna move right along now on our agenda, and we're going to, have our financial presentation, and it's gonna be given by our CFO.
Hi, good evening, everyone. First of all,
I'm sorry, before we get started, are there any information that we have ready for us to look at while we're talking? Because I don't want to be in the same point where we just hear and say and we have nothing to go by.
Maybe one of them.
One of these at your.
Yeah, I just want, is this what we're going over, this budget report?
In
I just want to make sure this is what you're talking about.
in this page.
It's just becoming a habit when we get information that we don't see, we just get talking about.
Everybody have a copy? All right. You need one, Tony.
Good evening. First of all, I thought.
Is your mic on?
First of all, I thought I would give an update on the audit. We are planning to be working on the audit and the budget in the next 3 months. The auditors plan to start doing some work in July, and then we have them scheduled to be here in August and have our report ready by September 30th. And also, we'll be working on our new budget at the same time, so it'll be a really busy time. And we passed out the quarterly budget report, which is revenues and expenses, but I wasn't planning to talk about that tonight, but it was emailed to everyone if you want to look at it. And the summary of that, a good summary to look at is on page 18. And you can see the expenses and revenues in each fund. But I really wanted to talk about the last 2 months of our activity, our revenue and expenses, which I have on this page on. So, and I wanted to talk about, we ran some reports from our accounting system that was showing that we had 36 less active commercial meters in June 26 as compared to June 2025. And we have 30 less residential active meters from June of 2026 to June 2025. And we also looked at the billings between this time this year and a year ago, and they were 154,000 less. So even though we raised rates, the billings are less. And so I recapped our revenues for May and June of 2026, so you could get a picture of those 2 months and how we operated. I thought it might be more helpful than just the regular revenue expenses by fund, even though that is helpful. But if you look at our revenues, in May of 2026, we had 1.8. And then in June of 2026, approximately 1.9 million. And then we also worked on some projects, so there's some revenue received in from our gym bond fund to pay to pay the construction of the gym. So, and the expenses for that are on the second page. We also received in some revenue for the Jeep pump rehab. So we did 2 payments of that. We did one in May 2026 and we did one in June. So that's the extra revenue coming in to cover those project expenses. We also had to transfer money in from reserves to be able to meet all the expenses. And you can see that detailed on the first page. So then there's a total of revenue received for each month. And if you go to the second page, I recapped all the expenses, and these revenues and expenses came from the bank statements. So they're it's actual cash received, and it's actual cash that went out. So if you look on the second page, you can see that in May, we paid the MEAG power bill of over $1 million. In June, we started applying our credit from the municipal trust, so the MEAG power bill is less. You can see the expenses each month for the gas bill, the payroll expenses, the sales tax we pay, the Jeep loan payments, all of the accounts payable, and the gym payments and pump rehab for total expenses. The reason the accounts payable was larger in June of 2026 is because we paid 2 months of garbage service in June, and May we didn't pay any garbage service. So that's like $150,000 a month. So that increased our accounts payable. We also paid, in June of 2026, in the accounts payable line, we paid our annual Tyler accounting fee, which is about $75,000. So that increased our accounts payable. And during the summer months, we pay our liability insurance, and we pay in payments. It's 4 payments of about $50,000 a month, so that increases our accounts payable. But as you can see, like the total expenses, and then what we have left over is the income. So we're really operating it's just kind of breaking even is how we're operating. So I just wanted to point out the things that we recapped, and we continue in the summer months to struggle, to meet all the obligations.
Is this revenue from reserve, that's the revenue we approved from the MEAG accounts? Is that where that comes
No,
from?
that is on the expense page, and that goes straight into the power bill. That credit goes straight to the power bill.
Okay, so where is the revenue from reserves coming from? What
So-
reserves?
So we made 2 transfers. We made one in May. That transfer from reserves came from our MEAG account at Georgia Fund 1. And then for June, we did another small transfer from that same account. I think it was $100,000. And then the other reserve came from another account, the other 145,000.
So those are both from, there's
Our-
funds located at Georgia Fund 1.
One is Georgia Fund 1, the other one's at East West Bank. So we had to transfer money in from our reserves to meet all the obligations for those 2 months.
And where would we find how much money is in those reserves?
So in the Georgia Fund 1 account of the MEAG money, it currently has about $200,000.
Okay.
And, so that, we do transfer money from that if we have to.
Okay, so
Pay
there's,
operating expenses.
and then in East-West,
East West has, that has our SPOS account and our T-SPOS account, which we just use those. Those are special purpose funds. We also have our ARPA money there. And we have a Tyson deposit that we keep there in a separate account. And then we have another account called Jeep Loan Service or Debt Service, and that's to help us pay, if we don't have enough money for operating, to pay all of the Jeep loans. We can
So are they
transfer
separate?
money.
Are they
They're all,
separate accounts?
they're all separate accounts.
Okay. I remember that was one of the things that was suggested, was to put the SPOS in
Yes,
separate
they're all
accounts.
separate accounts.
Okay. Thank you.
So, you said we had 30 less commercial that are offline meters.
36.
36.
We ran a report, and those are active meters, active commercial meters. We had 36 less in June 2026 than we did in June 2025.
Do you have a list of those?
We can probably print it, but it gave us the number.
But we don't have a detailed list of which those business, those commercial business that have meters that is not inactive.
We can try to print the list.
We can try, or do we have it?
I don't have it, I mean, I don't have it with me.
So again, we're here speaking of things that we do not have the information on.
We can print the detail.
Okay.
I just didn't bring that with me.
And so for 2 months, two plus months, we've been hearing that, we cannot meet the financial need of this city. But yet it's still, now you're talking about, on tonight, that we're breaking even. So I'm curious, which one is it? We don't have it, and we barely get by, or now we breaking even? I'm confused.
We're breaking even after we.
Ma'am, you're saying we're breaking even, but for 2 months, you've been telling this city and telling its people that we cannot meet the needs of this city. Now, which one is it? We get reports, we hearing people come to talk to the citizen with no reports, no factual information to give out. But yet we still want people to believe this is what we're doing. This is the mistrust that we will have within our city. When we're sitting here talking about things that we cannot back up. We was told we were going to get a report 3 months ago. We still have not received that report yet. And people, please pay attention to what is going on. These are headlines. And why are we doing it? I have absolutely no idea. But this is serious business when you're talking about the city and its finances. You're dealing with people's livelihoods, the quality of life of the citizens of this city. So again, I would say again, we see you talking about these things, but that are buried. We don't have no backup, no paperwork to show it, but yet still we haven't even finished the 24-25 budget audit, nor the 25-26 budget audit that's supposed to be going on right now. We still have not gotten there yet, but we still here talking about stuff that don't happen. That, with the exception of myself and Councilman Isom, we wasn't even part of the budget. This got to pass. And 2.5 months to this fiscal year is over with, we still talking about to ask a question about this. We got to make some sense of this stuff here.
I would like to add something, please. Technically, we are not even. If we were even, then you could take $545,000 that we received from revenue, from reserves. That's not an income. So if you want to be exact about it, for the months of May and June, we're minus about $500,000 because we're in the plus, by my math, right at $27,000, but we had to take $545,000 out of reserves. So we're not breaking even, we're not even close. We're $500,000 plus behind for those 2 months.
Yeah, that's your bad.
So that's according to the information that we did, that we received. So we're not breaking even by
So
any
I
means.
just want to say, you're saying that Lisa is lying, because that just came by Lisa lying.
No.
That we were breaking
we're
even.
even.
So I just want to know, you the scholar, and you the chief financial officer,
No, I.
And you know it all.
If you
But
receive,
Misha just sit here and say that we break it even, but you discreet that word.
I
She the chief
I'm
financial
just-
officer.
I'm
Okay.
just-
So I'll clarify that.
I just wanna make sure that
Okay, let's let,
We
Lisa,
broke even
clarify.
after we transferred
After
money
we
from
transfer.
reserves. Then we broke even. We had to transfer money from reserves to pay all the bills for those 2 months. And those reserves are recapped at 300,000 for May and then 245,000 for June. So after we made those transfers from our reserves, then we broke even.
and we got a plus in Georgia one. We got a plus in what you call East and West. We plus in all those, right, with funds.
What does that mean?
We're not in negative, are we?
No.
Those funds can be used for several things, couldn't they?
Well,
So-
a lot of those funds are set up for special purposes and we can't use them for operating expenses. But when I say we transfer
You can't use
reserves,
for operation.
that's true. SPOS, T-SPOS,
You talk about E&W, because Georgia one surely you can use it for operation.
we have one account there we can use for operations.
Okay, now which one is it? We can use for operation or we can't use for operation? I'm just curious.
We have a Georgia Fund one MEAG account that can be used for operations.
Oh, okay, now we're talking. So we can use it.
And it has,
So
it has
so keep
200,000.
saying that we're in the negative,
let,
if we
let,
don't have this, stop with the lies.
let her answer.
We don't have a lot of reserves left to use just for operations. That's the point I was trying to make, because in our Georgia Fund one, MEAG account, we have 200,000. That's, other than what we have in the municipal trust, we have reserves there that can be applied to the power bill.
One simple question, and I'm done with this. Are we not paying the bills?
We pay the bills
Thank you. Thank you.
after we have to transfer our savings in to pay them. Yes, we're paying.
The same money we sent back. They were already there for it. Thank you.
I don't believe that if you read the report, the way it is given, that the city generated enough revenue in May and June to pay our bills. We are short upwards of $500,000. Taking money out of reserves is not something, a practice that needs to be done. Because right now, our reserves are not even enough to cover one of these transfers.
So if it's not for, if practice could be done, what is it used for then, man? What do you propose that money is used for?
Well, we need a $2 million fire truck.
It's still gonna be used? It's operational,
Well, there are.
it's still gonna be used, so you're sitting there saying something that is, you really,
It's good financial practices to have at least 3 months of expenses in reserves. And it
By whom?
appears, if we look at our
now who
expenses
report is that,
per
man?
month, all right, the expenses go anywhere from $2.5 to $3 million. So 3 months worth of expenses would total around $9 million, which is what we would need to have in reserves in case there was a disaster or something. It is just good fiscal practice.
By whom?
If you look.
Who
at
you get that information
what
from?
GMA
Is that from
recommends-
you?
No, that is what is recommended
By who?
by GMA.
And so do GMA know the citizens of this Camilla? Do GMA know the issues of Camilla? Do GMA be here every, ECG, we don't, took the ECG report, and the ECG report said that we supposed to be broke. We found, we truly, that was a lie, we are not broke. Not barely, but we disputed that, and I'm not going back and forth with you about that, because we already talked about that. But yet, you still to sit here and just try to tell these lies to the people.
There are no.
But again, ECG report, we have found out that not to be true. There are some people, there are some businesses and well-known organizations that have a projection, but it doesn't tell the whole truth. They're not here in our city. They don't know the day-to-day operation of this city. can only project. And as we have found out, the projection was wrong. But yet we don't still want to, we still want to sit here and man like we broke. Why are we telling the people we broke? I can't understand this. Who would want to put a narrative about their own city that they're supposed to love and live in, that they are broke? When it's not the truth, when the CFO is saying something totally different, but you're making it your own narratives. ECG, not GMA telling us how to run the city of Camilla. But we was elected to run the city of Camilla. We was elected.
Okay, Mr. Fowler, we're gonna move forward.
Yeah, let's move forward.
All right, Lisa, thank you for your report there. And we're gonna move now,
So,
excuse me.
anybody ask my question about the 24-25 budget? All right, where are we?
I gave that recap to start at the very beginning.
When,
So
before I got here?
No, you were here.
Oh, what's the recap?
The auditors are starting in July, working on the audit, the 25 audit, and they'll finish up in August. They'll give our report out in September, when it's due,
So when does the fiscal year start?
October.
October. And we have to have, what, how many hearings?
Oh, you're talking about the budget, okay.
Yeah, the
I
budget.
thought you were talking about the audit.
It's audits. So the audit for 24-25, have they been complete?
No, I just said they will be here in July and August.
But we're almost done with 25-26 year, fiscal year. We in 25-26 fiscal year now, right?
Yes,
Which ends when? October,
September 30th.
September 30th? So 24-25 still has not been completed. And we're about to end 25-26
Are you talking about the audit or the budget?
audits.
The audits,
But the fiscal year for 25-26 is about to end in September, so which means we're gonna be due for an audit very soon, right? For
Yes.
25-26.
yes.
And we haven't even started on the budget for 26-27.
We're about to do the budget calendar now, so I submitted it to Deidre, and so we're working on that now. I get the budget calendar.
So again, I'm asking the question, 24-25 budget audit being reconciled? Because I know they were still working on that. Have that been taken care of?
I'm not sure, okay, so the audit for year 25, September 2025, they're about to start working on the audit for that year, and it will be complete. We have an extension until this September 30. Their report will be done by September 30. Audit report.
So it's incomplete as of right now.
We're about to start having them work on it.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, all right, we're gonna move now and go into our next item here, discussion item. And our first discussion item is consideration of Veteran Day. The city of Camilla will be recognizing this holiday. At this time, I'll turn this over to our city manager to speak briefly on this, to just give us some type of enlightenment on what this possible holiday could be.
Mayor Pro Tem and members of council, this particular item had an attachment to it where there was research done by our HR director, recommendation from him based on the information that was provided by other cities of like sizes is that there's an additional day that we're requesting for employees to be on. There was some concern about the cost of what is a day of another day, what the cost looks like. We're still going to be paying the employees, all the additional expenses that are associated with the salaries are going to be paid, whether they're here or the day they are off that day. However, it is a day that, work will not get done if we're closed. So that's the other part of that. Certainly, we're making a recommendation, but whatever decision the council, decides to make, we will move forward in whichever direction. Not move forward or move forward.
And where would the fund come from?
They're pay the regular salary.
Which the funds are there. There are some added funds there that we would have to be paying. Where they coming from, what department, what, I assume you're going to make some amendments to the budget. If you talking about paying them, giving them another off day.
So if they came to work, we would be paying them their salary and benefits. So it's the same amount of money, it's just that they would not be working on that
So
particular
you
day.
just give them a free day out.
Well, sir, I'm a veteran, I don't think that it's a free day off, it's a day to honor those who have served and sacrificed, just to acknowledge that I'm straddling the fence. I mean, if you all, decide that's something that you don't want to do, then we won't do it. If that is something that you all agree to, then we'll do it. But it was our HR director, took the initiative and did the research. And like I said, I think inside of the packet, there's additional information on that. And certainly, this is something that you don't have to vote on it. You can table it and consider it again next year, or not consider it at all. So you do have options. You don't have to vote for it or vote on it at all tonight if you don't want to.
Let's go make sure, you said it was an additional day. We was already celebrating Veteran Day, but this is an additional day that they will actually have up.
I'm stuck, if I said that, please accept my
Yeah, that's why I said,
because that's not what, so we don't celebrate Veterans Day. We don't have Veterans Day off at all in the city right now.
right, I know we said about we celebrated that.
And it's not, when you say celebrate the day, you mean like, when we, flags and things of that nature?
We do dinner, flags, and things of that nature. We have done that in the past.
Okay.
So, but when I heard you say additional day,
Yes,
2
sir.
days, that's when.
Yes, sir, I'm following you. It's only one day. It would be on the federal holiday. Veterans Day is a federal holiday. It would be on that particular day. But again, the decision is totally up to the council if you all want to do that. I'm just presenting the information.
Mr. Murray, is this something you would like us to decide tonight, or would you like to put that on the agenda?
Yeah, we would like to put it on the agenda for next week for approval of that date. And as we heard from our city manager, it won't be pretty much no change in what pay would be. So I would like to consider that. And then also we can build morale for this employees as well. So-
Here's one.
Okay, any other discussion of this?
Sorry.
Hearing none, do I have at least 3 council members like to see this put on the agenda for next week to approve this particular day for Veteran Day? Mr. Palmer?
Yes.
Okay, all right, thank you all, and this item will be moved to our council meeting, and we'll vote on it on that particular item. Okay, all right, thank you very much for that, City Manager. Also, we're gonna go down to discussion item number 2. This is Cemetery Phase 3, the paving project. And we see it here that is, the bid has been awarded to CMI Incorporated. And you should have saw the package that is here. And it will show you the amount of what is going to be done there. And do we have any discussion? Would you like to just elaborate, just give us a little more detail on what's going to be done on the paving that's needed on Phase 3?
Sure, as Phase 2 was, it was kind of a loop around the north side of the cemetery. So Phase 3 is gonna be 5 roads in that section. And then another connecting road from Phase 1. So it's kind of tied the whole project and really after phase 3, it can be considered a complete project. There's still some lanes in there that we could pave, but, it will be it can be considered a complete job after that.
It will be complete.
So there is no trees to be cut?
There are trees to be cut, stayed out. And it's not gonna, it's not gonna encompass everything that can be done in the cemetery, there's always work. But with this phase 3 paving, there's trees bid out, but that was encompassed in the bid amount that CMI gave.
All right. Any other discussion on that cemetery paving? Okay, I have at least 3 council members like to see that on our agenda for next week, well, the following week. Okay, all right, Councilman Palmer.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. All right, we're gonna move now to discussion item number 3, miscellaneous drainage project proposal, York Associate. And, so any manager that you want to take on that, or
Okay.
you got to vote? Okay.
So the next 2 discussion items are both proposals to be sent to the bid stage. There's costs associated with that, and that's why we're asking for approval on it. But the first one, miscellaneous storm drain projects, one's on West Circle, around that curve going back to the slough there. It's clogged up, that pipe's collapsed. One's on Thomas Street of a main culvert. The big idea there was get the designs done. In case of failure, the length of that road being closed would be shortened. So we have the designs done. The next phase would be bid, so it's in there. Bennett Street, that's next to the EPD Superfund site. And that storm box is collapsed and needed replaced. And then Underwood Street, next to the post office, there's signs of some storm water or storm pipe damage to there. So for this bid, we'd get better pricing if we bid all 4 together, and then we can drop items if needed. So that's kind of the idea of sending this bid out. But all 4 are needed, but some of them could wait, but we can see our pricing. The last stormwater project we got really good pricing on it. So it's really, we won't know until it gets posted.
Okay.
These are all projects that T-Splosh.
These would qualify for T-Splosh, yeah.
I do see a fee service here, 49,500. That included within this.
Part A, scope of service, yeah, so that's all, part A on this.
So we don't actually know how much this is gonna cost.
So West Circle and Bennett Street, those projects won't cost much. Thomas Street will, that's a main box culvert underneath the road. That storm pipe there is rusted out, and you can see signs of the road starting to kind of sink in. Same with Underwood. Those will be a higher price, but West Circle and Bennett Street should be pretty low. But, again, the idea, kind of like when we, bid out Elnig and LRA for the street paving, you bid it out, you separate the streets, and if it comes in overpriced, you cut streets off. If it's underpriced, then you can do the whole job.
I have a question that may or may not be able to be answered, but will the T-Splosh money pay for what York is doing, or does it just pay for the corrections that are made?
I think it all qualifies for T-Splosh.
Will it all? Okay.
But we can look at those
Okay.
as we get bids.
That's just, I mean, it's expensive to get the project quoted, but like I said, if it's covered under T-Splosh, then that would be really good.
What's the current lease already for T-Splosh to be used?
Storm drainage is definitely on there.
Storm drain company.
Do we already have a list of projects already for the T-Splosh?
That was
The only
blanketed
storm
in.
drain we have right now going on is the baseball fields.
But when we made our T-Splosh list, we had, it's a big category that lists that specifically.
So Councilman,
At least what specifically?
Storm drainage
Yeah,
is covered.
I think there was some roads that we had, some projects that we had listed.
And that would go
We
under
can have a look and
the,
see.
I guess, part of it, I don't know.
so Councilman, what I can do is go back tomorrow. I'm not familiar with the entire list. I do know that T-Splosh can be utilized for storm drainage, streets and things of that nature. But if you have a list out there that was your priority, we can certainly look at that as well.
Yeah, definitely. I'm aware that it can be used, but just know that there was a list that I thought was a list
Yes,
on
sir.
probably for those things that we already
Yes,
talked
sir.
about.
Okay, we can go back and look at it. We'll
I
start.
always want to do.
Oh, you're talking about the, stormwater enhancement that we did?
Yeah,
For the 3 sections of the county?
it could have been one of them.
Okay, yeah, that was a different project. And that one's been decided now, and we could post it to by section, really.
And just for, as clarification, whatever was voted on, Jesus is what we have
What it
to,
is.
we have to stick to, so,
So that's what I'm talking about.
Right.
Change it up.
Mhm.
we'll
You
be
can't
able
just change it like that.
yeah, you can't just add any new projects, those type of categories are already approved by voters, so.
I think when we spoke in the past about the, storm drain improvements, we were looking at the next, CDBG. I know the current ones for the water over here. I think that was in the discussion for the next CDBG, to tackle one of those storm drain areas.
It's definitely always good, just, look at it, what we already have on this. And make the necessary change, if there can be some changes.
Mayor, members of council, if I'm not mistaken, you can, help me with this, Mayor, my attorney. If you have a list, the list that is listed, those are the priorities. So, for example, if you had 5 things listed and your last item is $20 million and you only have 10, then you can kind of, there's some room there. But if you list out specifically, these are the things that we want done, then those things have to be completed first.
Yes.
Then you can do the other things.
I understand that. I just make sure everybody else around this table, maybe understand those things. I understand that some people maybe new to this.
All righty. So this is a proposal here. I get at least 3 council members that like to see this on the agenda for the council meeting. Council?
Yes.
Okay, all right, thank you. Thank you, council. We're gonna move forward to our next agenda item. This is going to be a sidewalk improvement proposal for the baseball field. York Associates.
The same thing, this is a proposal to improve our, baseball facility. Currently, the only, pathway down to the baseball fields right now is kind of old crumbling, asphalt, that is not even. This project proposes to, put sidewalk all the way down to the parking lot, around that, concession stand and field house for the bathrooms. And also to include a ADA ramp, so, people in wheelchairs can access the field. And it's also to redo two of the, stairways that's at the baseball field. For that project, we did a whole baseball facility, that too, if it gets fitted out, it's gonna be in sections. So we could either phase it out like the cemetery project, or we get good pricing to do the whole thing, or just do, 2 sections together and get each other.
Thank you.
Any other discussion, centered around this proposal for the sidewalk improvement? Okay. All right, do I have at least 3 council members like to see this on the agenda? The proposal sidewalk improvement, baseball field? All right,
Yes.
okay, all right, thank you all, council. Thank you. So now this brings us down to, last part of our agenda for tonight. We have others, and at this time, City Manager, do you have anything that you would like to share with this body?
Absolutely. Mayor, members of council, just wanted to say thank you so very much for allowing us to have the 4th of July celebration. It was wonderful. I was there before we started and probably there when all the fireworks were done. It was wonderful. Certainly want to say thank you to the chamber. This was my first year of actually going through the process, and Dunn and the chamber were very helpful in making sure that things got done. And I was kind of straddling the fence on some things, but it turned out really well. It was really good to see families that were out together, individuals that's talking and interacting. We had a wonderful prayer. They acknowledged the veterans, and that was a wonderful prayer. I cannot remember the young man. He's a senior guy, but he really prayed, and it was really touching. The other part, again, thank you all, because you don't have to allow these types of activities to take place. And I don't take it lightly that you were budgeted, had an item that was budgeted for that, and that we were allowed to have that particular activity. Also, thank you to our police department, fire department, and public works. The employees were working, it was hot, I was sweating, so I know they were hot, and I was not working. They really interacted with the younger children. It was really good to see, because some of those same relationships will travel with them through life. And they'll have people they're connected to that they can call on and look at when they need help. So again, thank you all. Thank you so very much, council, for allowing us to do that. And hopefully we'll be able to do it again next year.
So did you have a contract with the chambers?
We used the chamber, and what he did is whatever expenses he had that were related to the city, we were reimbursing.
The city will reimburse the chambers for using their funds?
Yes, sir.
So we hire or we partner with the chambers?
We partnered with the chamber.
Was there any contractual information with this?
No contract that I'm aware of, but we certainly can provide you with the details of what the expenses were.
And so, I appreciate that.
All right, thank you. Anything else, City Manager?
No, sir.
Okay, all right, thank you. Thank you for that. Luke, did you have anything? Okay, all right. Councilwoman, Vereen, do you have anything?
I just want to thank Ms. Lisa for coming tonight, and I know that, that's a little extra to your understanding. Thank you very much.
Okay, Councilwoman Isom, do you have anything? Okay. Councilman Collins, do you have anything?
I just enjoyed the fireworks show. I thought it was the best 4th of July we've had in years. Very good show.
Okay, thank you. All right, Councilman, Pollock, do you have anything?
I just pray we get to a place where we can start being real with the people. That we really be about the business of this city. One day we're gonna get there. And then when you come to this council, when you come to present anything, that you have information that is helpful. We cannot keep having presentations with no information. Citizens, stay engaged, stay alert, know what is going on within your city government. I cannot express how important it is to be engaged. We have so much going on within this city. And we have a council, a majority council still talking about what will happen in, last year budget, this year budget that was passed way back last year, 2.5 months, we almost over with. We still asking questions about what happened. Concerns wasn't even there in January. But pay attention to what's going on within the city. What is the movement? How drastically things have slowed down in the city. And that is because of a lack of vision. When we have people sitting in seats that really do not know what's going on. Please take a look at what is going on within your city. Be mindful of the people you elect. Because some people really truly care about this city, and some really don't. It can't be any realer than that. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Also, first of all, I'd just like to say thank you, City Manager, for this past weekend as well. Thank everyone that played a part in the 4th of July. One reason the chamber did step in is simply because this city didn't do anything. It was a last minute thing that we had to pull off. Well, City Manager said we got to do something. So therefore, that's how the chamber came involved with this, which that we all should be a part of. But I appreciate their willingness to come in and do what they did for this city to make us have a wonderful 4th. Now, the city did pay for the fireworks. And we voted on that back last year. We paid for that. But just for the generosity and the care of the chamber wanting to have something, they made that happen. And we appreciate them. Hopefully next year we can get on board and be more a planner instead of letting events come and slip up on us. We do care for this city, Mr. Pollock.
You direct no
We
question.
do.
Because I ain't direct my question.
We do care for
I
this
did
city.
not direct my question to you.
I'm talking. Sir.
You can be talking, but you ain't gonna say there at the point.
We do support this city. All of you elected officials, all of you all support this city. Some may have their own opinion, but their opinions are their opinions. That don't make their opinions right, or they don't make it wrong. That's their opinion. But at the end of the day, we fell short, and we have to take accountability of what we've done around this table. Yes, but anyway, I just want to thank everyone for coming out and supporting these events, the elected officials. And we appreciate you all for showing up. Because whether we agree on things, we still support it. If you don't agree, you still support it because we are representatives of this city. then that's point blank. So I just want to thank all the ones that supported and did what they had to do. Also, on next week, we will not be here for council meeting. We will be at the VAC conference, and our next council meeting is going to be June the 20th here at City Hall at 6 o'clock. So just wanted to put that out for everyone that is here tonight and for the public.
July.
July 20th, I'm sorry. Okay. All righty, at this time, could I get a motion to, we'll talk after it. Okay, thank you. At no other point, we'll go ahead and get a motion to adjourn this meeting.
Motion to adjourn.
All right, meeting is adjourned. Thank you.